parents, the people responsible for raising us and turning us into the successful young men and women we were destined to be. Now, I'm assuming everyone watching this video has at least one parent in their life. If you don't, then how are you alive? You just spawned out of nowhere or some shit? Growing up, we all had certain types of parents. From strict parents that would never let you leave the house, to the chill parents that let you do and go wherever you wanted. The type of parents you have can have drastic effects on you as a person, which might explain some of the school threat energy some of you give off. Today, we're going to be discussing some of the best and worst types of parents. First, we got the strict parents. Now, I feel bad for you if your parent falls under this category. I know for a fact your childhood growing up was an absolute hell. These were the parents that would treat your house like a max security prison. You couldn't go anywhere without their permission, even if it was to a friend's house down the street, and if you did go out, you had to be back by a ridiculous time, like 7 o'clock or some shit. Not a second late either. You couldn't stay up past a certain time, and if you did, they take away your games, phone, hell, they might even take away your bed, make your dumb ass sleep on the cold hard floor. They will also give you the harshest punishments for the dumbest of reasons. Lord forbid you forgot to wash the dishes. They might ground you for the next 6 months. Your ass not leaving the house to go anywhere except school. Overall, strict parents easily have to be one of, if not the worst type of parents you can have. Next, we got the nosy parent. This is the parent that gives you absolutely no privacy. They constantly going through your phone, laptop, your closet. They'll even sometimes eavesdrop on your phone call conversation. They act like some FBI detective agent. They just constantly always looking for something to accuse you of. They just don't understand the meaning of the phrase personal space. You could be in the middle of changing clothes and they'll just barge in your room without warning or knocking. I remember one time my mom randomly went through my laptop for absolutely no reason at all. Mind you, I didn't have a chance to clear my down bad search history. Let's just say she wasn't pleased with what she found. And the worst part was that their excuse for constantly doing stuff like this was, well, since I bought it for you, I have the right to go through your stuff whenever I like. Now, while I do think that is right to an extent, you should have some respect for your kids and not give them pat downs whenever you feel like it. Like, as a parent, show some trust and faith in your kids. Not every teenager is a weed smoking gangbanger. Some of us are actually just normal people trying to enjoy our lives without you breathing down our necks. Overall, if you have nosy parents, make sure you constantly clear your browsing history. Next, you got the chill parent. This was the parent that everyone loved and wanted. This parent was pretty much the complete opposite of what a strict parent was. They would let you invite your friends over whenever you wanted, let you leave the house and stay out till late hours of the night, let you use the car whenever you wanted. They would even let you have parties. This was the parent that felt more like a best friend than a parent. There was even a good chance these type of parents were cool with your friends. The thing I love about chill parents is that they actually allow you to be a kid, and they don't make you feel stressed about everyday tasks like going to school or taking out the trash. Chill parents is what every parent out there should aspire to be. Speaking from someone who has pretty chill parents, it's a privilege that I'll never take for granted. Next, we got the cheap parent. Now, when I say cheap parents, I don't mean parents who couldn't afford stuff like they were actually broke or something. I'm talking about parents that had money to buy stuff but would still act as if they were bum broke. I'm talking about the parents that were straight up cheapskates. These were the parents that absolutely hated spending any type of money. You ever ask your parents for McDonald's or some shit and they hit you with the classic, we got McDonald's at home, and then McDonald's at home is a stale bread turkey sandwich? These were the type of parents that would always get the cheapest version of something. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Hell nah, boy, you getting those cinnamon toasters. You want hot Cheetos? Nigga, you getting those hot cheese crunches. You want actual drinkable water? Fuck no. Nigga, you better get to drinking from those street puddles before they dry up. This is an experience I witnessed too many times as a kid. I remember one time my dad bought me a pair of Jordans for my birthday, and when I went to school the next day, everyone was laughing at me. Come to find out, one of my friends told me I was wearing off-brand fake Jordans. My dad's cheap ass really bought me fake $20 Jordans for my birthday, and actually allowed me to walk out the house with these bitches on. Like, who is this? This isn't Michael Jordan. This is Michael Jordan. Growing up with cheap parents was one hell of an experience. Next, we got the high standard parents. These were the parents that would never be satisfied with anything you did. They were always so hard and critical of everything you did. An example of this is if you got like a 90 on the test, and instead of congratulating you, they hit you with the, well, it should have been 100. Next time, try harder. These parents always made you feel like you were never doing enough, and as if you were nothing but a failure and a disappointment. These parents will also pressure you to go to college, and they constantly try and scare you by saying if you don't graduate with a master's from Harvard, that you are destined to be broke and homeless your entire life, just setting ridiculously unrealistic expectations on you for no reason. Little do they know, this type of parenting actually has the opposite effect. It makes you absolutely despise school. I can only imagine the level of insanity having a parent like this pushes you to. Next, we got the cringe parent. These are the parents who tried their hardest to be be cool. So they use trendy lingo, wear trendy clothes, and even try to do popular dances, but usually almost always end up being extremely cringe. Like imagine your 40-year-old dad wearing a Bape hoodie, getting sturdy to pop smoke. Like, pops, sit your arthritis having ass down before you break something. And could you imagine your parents talking about some, yo bro, that's some W Riz gangy? That's the type of tomfoolery we're dealing with when talking about these types of parents. Be pushing 50 thinking they 19 or some shit. It's 2023, not 1984. You're not that guy anymore. They were also the type of parents you would never want to be caught dead with in public, because you just knew they were going to do something to completely embarrass you. And they would do this so often, it's like they were doing it on purpose. It's like doing this type of stuff with some weird, twisted type of joke they like to play on you. But where the fuck is the joke? Overall, cringe parents are terrible to have. Next, we got the instant transmission parents. This is the parent that's there 1 minute and then halfway across China the next. They hear the sounds of that baby crying and say fuck this shit, pull a magic trick and just disappear, never to be seen again. Now their go-to line for this magic trick is usually, honey, I'm going to the grocery store to get the milk. A grocery store journey that can last up to 18 years. Like, what the hell is taking so long with the milk? My cereal's starting to get stale. In that time, the kid grows up pretty much being raised by only one parent, dreaming of the day he'll finally be able to taste that delicious milk. And then after the long, grueling journey of finding milk, they pop up out of nowhere. Holy shit, dad, where have you been? Oh my god, son, you've grown up so much. How are you doing? Yeah, we can catch up later. Where the fuck is the milk at? Oh yeah, about that. Wait, shut the fuck up. You're telling me even after 18 years, you still couldn't find any milk? How am I supposed to eat this dry ass cereal now? I feel for the children that was never able to experience the immaculate taste of cereal and milk. Next, we got the I'm always right parents. This was the parent that would never admit to being wrong about anything, even if they clearly were. You could give them a 10-page essay about why they're wrong and you're right, and they would still never admit that they were wrong. They would rather sit there and look goofy trying to prove how they're right rather than be wrong. These parents believe that just because you're the kid, that apparently means you're an idiot or something. Like, no, believe it or not, there are some things I know more about than you, and there are times when my opinion is more valuable than yours. These parents had an extremely high ego and way too much pride. Like, bro, it's okay to not know the answers to everything. Everybody's wrong every now and then. Next, we got the spoiling parents that absolutely spoil their kids. Now, even though there's nothing wrong with spoiling your kids, these parents will go way overboard. I'm talking about getting their kids a full-on Gucci tracksuit at like 6 years old and a fucking Tesla at 14. And usually this type of parenting leads to kids becoming the most arrogant brats known to man, who thinks that they're better and more important than everyone else. I think we all know one kid that loves to brag about daddy's money and all the expensive shit his parents buy him. Just absolute weirdo behavior. Since they've pretty much had everything handed to them, they also end up becoming lazy pieces of shit. They just end up becoming completely reliant on their parents for everything, rather than growing as a person and learning how to be independent. Overall, if you're a rich parent, don't just spoil your children. Or if you do, at least make them work for it and earn it. But anyways, that's about all I got for today's video. Sorry for the very inconsistent posting on this channel. School has been absolutely killing me lately, and I just had to take time off to focus on that. But since the year is ending, I will have way more free time, meaning way more consistent uploads. So I hope you guys were excited and stay tuned. Regardless though, if you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you are new. Comment what you guys think is the worst type of parent and what type of parent you have. Also, comment some more video ideas you guys would like for me to do. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.